Hey guys, Breakman79 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. Let me unpause it here. Okay, we got two little side quests that I know we need to do right now. I need to find the gardener so I can change my class, because I don't like being a fighter.
I'm gone.
I also remember we need to find some drunk guy in front of the smoldering corpse bar. This place. So, drunk guy. I don't think we've talked to these people. Let's see. Mayeth. This is one of two men shouting and waving their weapons at one another. It seems as if at any moment they'll leap at each other's throats. Hello. The man, face reddened from the exertion of hurling curses at his foes, whirls to face you. What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy, you sod? I was wondering why you two are fighting. None of your business, Burke. Pike off. Anyway, I can help resolve this dispute. No, you can't. This son of a whore keeps sticking his nose into me life with Elsie, and now he's gonna get it cut right off his ugly face. It's no concern of yours, so stay out of it. Okay. What about the other one? What about her? This panic-stricken young woman runs up to you, breathless, tears streaming down her face. Please, sir, you gotta help me stop them. They'll kill each other, they will. Alright, what's going on? Tis me brother and me lover, they're fighting. Tis just harsh words now, but I know they'll be bleeding each other in a moment. Help me stop them. I beg of ye. I'll speak to them right now. 1,000 thanks, blood. They're right over there. Of course, I did speak to them, and they didn't seem to care. Ah, yes, we read that already. Okay. What do you want? Okay, your lover wanted me to stop the two of you from fighting. The man suddenly becomes silent. Elsie called for you, yeah? I don't know who you are, Burke, but I don't see how he plans on stopping us. Okay, how about... Look, Elsie doesn't want to see either of you get hurt. Can't you take care of whatever the problem is without scaring the wits out of her? Can't you mind your own business? Go stuff your head in a dung heap, Burke. Stop fighting or I'll beat you both bloody. What are we, bar meat cutter? Look at yourself. Ye may be good and scarred, but ye don't worries me. Stop rattling your bone box and pike off. Okay, we have this option again, which probably... It doesn't look like we can do anything. Okay, fine, farewell. Alright, let's go talk to her. The young woman refuses to say another word to you. Uh-oh. Now it looks like they're gonna... Okay, I'm talking to the other one. Taryn, the man, face reddened from the exertion of hurling curses. Same text. Okay, none of your business, Burke. Pike off. Anybody can help? Huh. No, you can't. This son of a whore treats me sis like dirt, so he does, and he's gotta pay for it. No concern of yours, so stay out of it. I get the feeling they're just gonna kill each other. Oh. I suppose we could just watch it. Nah, she's not gonna say anything. Ooh, okay.
All right.
Oh well.
Done.
Okay.
I'm gone.
Angry Hive Dwellers. Good as, no.
I'm gone.
Talked to that drunk before.
Done.
Nope.
All right.
Who's... Oh, there he is! You see a thin man with stained clothes, a hooked nose, and two stubby horns jutting from his forehead. He is stumbling about, muttering to himself. He stinks of brine, vomit, and cheap wine. Greetings. Eh? The man squints beerily at you. Was it what? Are you Jaheli? If so, Craddock needs you back at the marketplace. Craddock? The man's eyes widen. Ah, Craddock, me Genrez boss. Well, you can tell I'm this. He can pike off, and he's a filthy dog, a cur of the lowest sort, and Jaheli's not working for him anymore. He jabs you with his finger. Tell him that. I'll tell him from a distance. Farewell. Yeah, he's not going to be too happy.
I'm gone.
Hive thug. Random collector.
All right.
Oh, now here's somebody different. You see a young woman dressed in a tight leather bodice and leggings. She smells faintly of cheap perfume, and her face, though pretty, is painted with garish makeup. She smells coyly as she sees you. Seeking some company, love. Oh, okay, one of those. No. Sorry, love, I don't stand here to answer the questions as passers-by. Sure you wouldn't like a little company? No. No.
I'm gone.
Collector.
All right.
Okay. Nope. Barking Wilder? This wild-eyed man is hunched over, snarling and giving low growls. It looks like he hasn't trimmed his hair in years. It's so long it forms a veil over his eyes. He has a long, stringy mustache caked with grease and sweat, and the tips of his mustache droop so much that they become tangled in his ragged beard. I can growl at him. Let's try talking to him. The man stops in mid-snarl, and he reaches up to part the curtain of hair that covers his eyes. As his withered hand pulls away his dirty locks, several strange pusse colored bugs fall from his hair and scatter across the cobbles. Behind the cloak of hair, the man's flesh is moon pale, increased with wrinkles. His thick, bushy eyebrows form a V as he stares at you. Hand my take thy moonfly too. What on earth is he talking about? Take your hand and fly to the moon? Not today, my friend. Snarl at him and start barking. Let's see what he says to this. The man frowns, but his eyebrows tilt upward in a reverse V, creating a bizarre expression. You have no idea how he accomplished the facial expression, but it makes you uncomfortable watching the muscles beneath his face shift into the new pattern. You can't tell whether he's angry, curious, both, or neither. Singed kiss speak a man answers prefer a wood woman heart. A single kiss speaks a woman's heart, but a man's answer is what you would prefer. Very well, then. But know this, my answer is a question, and an answer from you is what I would prefer. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go with this one. The man seems mesmerized by your voice. With every word you speak, a light flickers in his eyes. Barking Wilder am I. I am. A wanting, asking a may you may. You may and I will. Who or what are you? Keosh. He stutters out the word as if having difficulty getting his tongue around it. Some say, Zausetics. I am Septic eye socks. Chaos men. Men no, nem no, men yes. Three no's make a yes. He hunches down on his knees and begins to rock back and forth, singing in a childlike soprano. Chaos man, hop along home, a faction it is, yet we are alone. So, you are one of the Chaos Men. Very well, I had some other questions. He claps his hand delightfully like a child at a festival, and then gives a howling shout. Question. May I join the Chaos Men? Okay. Do not shun this question. Are you one of the Chaos Men? It's the same thing. Do. Okay. Morty. Well, that's one tree with a snapped branch too many. Morty rolls his eyes. No sense in chatting with Zalcetics, Chief. They're a barmy bunch. Who are the Zalcetics again? They're a faction who don't have any rules, except you don't keep one thought in their head for too long. They're sometimes called Chaos Men. No need to explain why. How do they get members? They just seem to attract members like flies. Well, members that are crazy or chaotic enough, I suppose. I don't think they have any recruiters, though you really can't say anything about them for sure. I see. Okay. Harlot. Hive Thug.
I'm gone.
Thug.
Done.
Some barrels? Catch rainwater, huh? Wait, have I been in there? Maybe. Angry Hive Dweller. Nothing up here. Lots of more thugs. Mourns for trees. Okay. What kind of name is that? You see a tired-looking, sorrowful old man who is gazing at the ash-dead tree in front of him. He is mumbling to himself and tapping his chin, as if trying to figure something out. Occasionally he shakes his head sadly. Well, hello there. He seems momentarily startled as you interrupt his train of thought. He speaks in a calm, unhurried tone, but one full of sadness. Oh, greetings to you too, friend. How's this day find you? I guess we're doing alright. He smiles, but sorrow still lies in his eyes. That's good, friend. Hope your good fortune continues. He seems about to turn back to his tree. And how's this day find you? He shrugs slightly and proffers a bit of a smile. Fortune finds me well, though I'm saddened just the same. Why is that? He pats the tree beside him. It's the trees here in the hive. They're dying, friend, and no one cares. Seeing the look on your face, well, that makes sense. Mourns for trees. Seeing the look on your face, he holds his hands up as if to silence you for a moment. It may not matter to some, but it's important to me. I feel it's a shame to see the last tatters of life and the beauty in this world left uncared for to die. Can you understand that, friend? Well, I'll agree with him. Yes, you're right. It's a sad thing. He seems surprised and blurts out, Really? Oh, I mean wonderful. Perhaps you would... He pauses and seems suddenly suspicious. He recomposes himself, speaking in his usual slow manner. In any case, that's good. I suppose you have some questions for me now. No, not just yet. What is it you were going to ask? For the first time, the man seems genuinely happy. Beaming, he explains, It's difficult for anything to survive here. Just look around and you'll see what I mean, friend. I'm not sure if it's possible for the trees to thrive here, even if they somehow were to get enough light and clean water. Go on. He nods enthusiastically. But if enough people care, really want them to live, I just know they'll survive. They'll turn green again and flourish. I suppose. Could be right. I am right. I am certain of it. A sense of conviction surrounds him like an aura. He seems so unlike the man you first spoke to. That's all I'd ask of you, friend. Just care for them. Hope for their recovery. In time, should enough people want it, it'll come to pass. Can you do that for me, friend? Sure, why not? Yay, experience. Excellent, my friend, excellent. I thank you. You've given me back my confidence, my purpose. Perhaps I can find others like you who will listen. Perhaps we'll make a difference. What about your companions, friend? Would you speak to them on my behalf? Morty, what do you think? Huh? Oh yeah, Chief, sure. Whatever you say. I'm serious, Morty. Can you make the effort? Morty looks at you for a while, then silently, then nods. Yeah, I can. If it's that important to you, I'll do it. Thanks. Dakon, would you help this man? One finds your quest most intriguing. Trees in the hive, like cities in limbo, they would stand as a testament to the will of the people not to bow to that which would surround and devour them, to take what has been thrust upon them or left behind and make good of it. I, too, will care for these trees. Thanks. I had some questions, Morns. He nods, awaiting your question. Ooh, I need some herbs strung from the seed. Can you help me? Morns for Trees takes the seed from you and holds it up to his eye. What an odd seed. Are these teeth along the edge? Barbs, perhaps. Where did you come by it, friend? Old Mebeth, the midwife of the square, needs some herbs sprung from that seed. Do you know where I could get some? No. Morns for Trees continues to stare at the seed in his hand. This is the only seed of its kind I've ever seen. He winces and a spot of blood glistens on his thumb. The barbs are sharp indeed. Perhaps you should hold it. So, you can't help me either. Unless you can make that one grow, I cannot. Again, I've never seen a seed of its like before, friend. If we wanted it to grow enough, is it possible to make it grow? Morns for Trees looks at the seed. Perhaps, if you cared enough to see it grow. I guess we can just focus on the seed, will it to grow. To your surprise, there is a crack, and the seed splits. Twigs splitting from its surface like fingers. Instinctively, you drop the seed, but the talon-like twigs wrap around your wrist and will not let go. What the hells?
Updated my journal.
Morns for Trees stares at the barbed branches wrapped around your wrist, stunned. I think the barbs in those new branches would be more than enough for what your friend needs. I hope she can get the damn thing off of me. Look, before I go, I had some questions. He nods. Probably can't. I guess we can just ask him about that. Whoa. Yes, friend, there has been. It's so slight you can barely see it, but look. Fresh sap from the trunk, and a handful of new buds. It's only a matter of time now. I thank you again for giving me hope once more. Sweet, my pleasure. Let's just say what he says to who are you. I am called Morns for Trees by the people here, friend. Okay. Why are the trees dying? Just look at your surroundings, friends. Can you imagine anything having an easy life here? And beside the wretched conditions, the Dabas rarely come to this part of Sigil. Yeah, we know what the Dabas are. Why don't they come here? The hive's a dangerous place, but that's not it. The Dabas have the lady watching over them, and no one's foolish enough to tangle with her, friend. I suppose it's really all on account of Fel. The tattoo guy? Fel. He's, well, friend, I'll just say that he's the only Dabbas that doesn't serve the lady. I don't know the whole dark of it, as they say, but he's shunned by his fellows and lives here alone in the hive. He runs a tattoo parlor, but most of the sigil is wary of the place. Why are they wary of it? Well, friend, since he turned from the lady, many people think it's just a matter of time before her shadow falls on him. No one wants to be about when and if that happens, I'm sure. What can you tell me about the tattoo parlor? Fel's parlor is only a few buildings east of here. It is marked with his personal symbol, a white oval pierced by a lightning bolt. I've never been there myself, friend, but as I understand it, he's able to turn images from his speech. You know, Dabbas speak in images, yes? Rabuses. Yep. He nods. So, here, he's somehow able to turn images from his speech into tattoos. And not just ordinary inkings either. I'm told there's magic about them, and more than that, than just in their making. I don't know much else about it, though. You don't have any idea of why he became shunned? Like I said, friend, I'm not sure. I've only heard vague rumors about him being on the wrong side of an issue when some power decided to butt heads with the lady. You could always try and ask him, friend. I'm told he's friendly enough, if not a little odd. Some power? A deity, friend? A god? Normally, the lady has no problem with the likes of them, as she keeps their lot out of sigil entirely. His name was Asokar, but I don't know much else about the affair. The lady? The Lady of Pain, friend. The Mistress of Sigil. He stops speaking suddenly, making a semicircular sign over his chest. He leans close to whisper. It does no one good to speak of the lady. Know only that she alone controls the city, whether it appears that way at times or not, and speak of her no more. Okay. I think we're good to go. Sweet.
Alright.
Alright. Let's go back and take these bush thing that has decided to wrap itself around my wrist. Back to Medith. Which was up. No, wasn't not this way, was it? Oh. We need to go up. Hive dwellings. I think I went the wrong way. Although I suppose we can, since we're here, we can just tell, whatever his name was. No, not you. Yeah, Craddock. You see Craddock? His scowl has deepened since when you first saw him. It looks like it's about to crack his face in two. I found Jaheli. Is that right? Craddock glances around. Where is he then? Ooh. He said to pike off, that you're a cur of the lowest sort, and then he wasn't going to work for you any longer. Or I could lie, or truth. I guess I'll tell the truth.
Updated my journal.
Craddock's face turns a bright red, and his face cracks in a smile. Damned be his name. May all the evils of the plains hound his footsteps. A blistering stream of insults, threats, and speculation about Jaheli's family roots issues from Craddock's mouth.
New taunts, alright.
Ooh! Morty clicks his teeth together as Craddock builds up steam. You can almost hear him taking notes inside his skull. Craddock finishes his triad with a grunt. Damn that Jaheli. Interesting. You know, I could fill in for him if you need help. Craddock studies you for a moment. You couldn't. He suddenly falls silent. Well, mayhap you can. It's hard work and there's no drinking on my watch. Got it? Let's get started. Oh, I guess I'm gonna help him right now. The work is long, but at the end of the shift, you are not the least bit tired. The other laborers are amazed at how quickly you are able to work and the amount of weight you can carry. Craddock grunts as you return. You've a barriers? Shoulders, ye do. You're worth twice what Jaheles was. Here's your pay. He tosses you a handful of coins, 20 coppers in all. Now get. We've no more use for ye. What about the payment for delivering Jaheles' message to you? Craddock grunts, then reaches into his purse and counts off 10 commons, which he tosses you. There's your pay. Now get. Farewell, then. Nice. Alright, I guess we're going the long way back. Okay. I'm going to head back to the main entrance. No, come up here. Come on, guys. Alright. Remember correctly, we need to come over here. I'm glad that they can all run in this game. Okay. Here. Alright.
Alright.
Now we're in the right place. Okay, turn me into a mage, lady. Where's the stinking door? Here we go. Alright, here's your blasted seeds. Mebeth turns as you enter and gives you a skeptical eye. Your path brings you back here, does it, child? I returned with those herbs you wanted. Now maybe you can get this damned bramble patch off my wrists. Is that so? Mebeth glances at the barbs that surround your wrist. If so, think it off then. Okay, do so.
Updated my journal.
Creaking and snapping, the black barbed branches unravel themselves from your wrist and form into a tangled ball of brush and twigs. It looks like a nest of dead black snakes. Mebeth snorts. Think it into a picture frame or some such, something with more structure and less angles. Concentrate on the barbed ball. Then imagine it as a picture frame. Keeps on giving me experience. Sweet. The branched ball creaks. The twigs bend and twisting until the branches have bent themselves into a small picture frame. 2 handspans on a side, almost unconsciously, you imagine shape the barbs to the back of the frame so it can be hung from the wall easily. And, as an afterthought, you move the remaining barbs to the inside of the frame so it can be picked up by the edges. How's that? Mebeth stares at the frame for a moment, then cackles. Ha! Square enough it is. Good work, child, good work. She picks up the frame and scrutinizes it. This'll do nicely. Is that all you wanted it for? Aye, well, this is enough, she sniffs. Aye, but there was one thing I forgot to tell you to fetch. When you left last time, and it'll take you back to the merchant's square it will. Look for the cloth seller. Oh yeah, we know him. Guess Coral. He has some rags of mine that he was supposed to wash, and long has it been since I first asked him to do it. You could have mentioned that before I left. Alright, I'll be back. Ugh, another fetch quest.
Done.
Alright. Here we go, here we go. Okay.
Done.
Nope. Where's the exit? Oh no, I'm not where I thought I was. Here we go. Okay. Yep.
Done.
Down here. Come on. Come on, guys.
Done.
Come on. There we go. Okay, the cloth guy. He was over here. There he is. Giscoral turns to you. I, Giscoral. He bows and spreads his trembling, scarred hands. I, Giscoral. I am here to pick up someone's wash. Mebith, the midwife, Ragpicker Square. Giscoral blinks. Washcloth? Yes, Mebith, Ragpicker Square. Ragpicker? He taps his fingers as if counting something. I know, I remember. He holds up a trembling finger as if telling you to wait. Okay, wait for him to fetch it. He comes back with a flattened mass of green rags, thin as paper, yet so stiff they look like they could double as wooden boards. The rags are so caked with a greenish lime starch that they look like it would take years of soaking to relax them. How many times did you clean these? Giscoral, washcloth, starchcloth every 5th day. Washcloth, starchcloth every 5th day. His eyes flicker. Giscoral wash many years. Always starchcloth on 5th day. Giscoral's ritual. But they're ruined. Washed cloth is Giscoral's ritual. His voice is flat, almost zombie-like. Must starch cloth every 5th day. What's the point of doing it every 5 days when they don't need it? Oh, never mind, just hand them over. Give cloth, he nods, then hands you the rags. They're heavy. It's like carrying an armload of bricks. I'll take them back to Mebith now. Farewell. Whoa.
I'm gone.
Okay, hopefully this is the last thing we're gonna have to do. Okay, now we go to the top. Come on, there we go. Alright, now we go all the way up. I wonder if this means I can have 3 more companions. Okay. Alright. In we go. Okay, take your year's starched rags, lady. Mebith seems lost in twisting the black-branched picture frame you made for her. She is squaring the edges and snapping off some of the barbed seeds on the branches. She suddenly notices you and sets down the frame. Aye, child. I brought your wash. I think Griscoll was a little heavy on the cleaning ritual, though. She takes the stacks of starched green rags from you and she examines them critically. At least they won't tear, she sighs. Or bend. What was with that cloth merchant, Griscoll? His hands were all scarred and he seemed slow. Mebith is still turning the cloth over in her hands, tapping it with her finger. Well, child, sometimes one burns with the art, and other times the art burns ye. Is that what happened to him? Mebith clicks her tongue. Mayhap. There's somes for who using the art is like breathing. They strolls about with pointy hats and stinkweed pipes. Then there's the hedge wizards and plain-touch gypsies and fortune casters and half-seekers and midwives who flicker with the art. Them have a harder time of it. And Griscoll was one of them? Mebith nods. Aye, so to speak. In some ways he's no different now than he was. Addicted to habit and ritual, he was. She sets down the stiff rags. They clunk as she places them on the floor. Aye, now there's one last thing I need from you, child. This better not involve me going back to the market, Mebith. Oh, and if it does, child... If and it does. Mebith draws herself up and she glares at you. Even at full height, her head barely crests your shoulders. All I'm saying is that if you can't keep your head straight about what you need from the market... Huh. So, what do we do here? Do we, sort of insult her? Or just go on? Or is this like a test that she's showing, you know, trying to find out if I'm intelligent enough to be a mage? Yeah, let's just see what she says to this. Mebith... Actually, I should read it. Mebith, it's a waste of time to keep traveling to the market for all these things, especially when you could have taken a moment and thought about everything you needed instead of sending me on the same errand 3 times. Mebith puffs up, her face turning turnip red. Oh, is that your feeling on the matter, is it? If so, then leave. I'll tell you, I won't be wasting my time trying to shine light in that mule head of yours. Huh. No, I'll do the errands, just tell me. Is there anything else you need me to pick up while I'm there? Only this. I need some inks for scribin', some ingredients in one of me cookery books. I'll need to fetch some from one of the merchants. Kasha Jai be her name.
Updated my journal.
And here we go again.
All right.
This is gonna be the most fascinating episode of all time.
All right. All right. I'm gone.
I hope there aren't going to be too many of these fetch quests in this game. They really kind of get on my nerves after a while. Okay, back to the market.
All right.
Let's find out which merchant we need to find. Nope. Nope.
I'm gone.
You know. Huh. No? Oh, here we go. This toothless old crone reeks of fish and brine. Spying your approach, she gives you a wide pink smile. Fish, my child. Fish heads, mayhap. Child. Mebith said you sell ink. She sent me to purchase some. Ink, she chuckles. Nay, sir, I sells no ink. I sells just fish. Are you sure? Mebith the midwife and Ragpicker Square mentioned you specifically. Heh. Well, Kosha Jai was me... Dam's name? And me, Grand Dam's name. She could be any of us. Yet they're both in the dead book, so only this Kasha Jai matters. No idea what she's on about. A midwife in the Picker Square, you say? She thinks for a moment. Don't know her, I don't. So, you don't have any ink. Well, I can't say that's much of a surprise. I swear Mebith is having me run in circles. Now, hold on, your midwife friend's not all wrong. I know how you can get ink, but it may not be the ink you're looking for. The ink I'm thinking of bleeds from the gills of a Brogoda fin, it does. What? This Brogoda fin, it bleeds ink? She frowns. Aye, thing is that fish is not for eating. It's got a horrible taste. Scalds the tongue. You can ask Miriam. She pitches her fish cell down the street to Southern. Hey, I know her. She cackles. She might have one of them fish needs on her pole. Okay, thanks.
Updated my journal. All right.
Yeah, we know her. Where was she?
All
Over
right.
here, I think, right? No? Uh-oh.
I'm gone.
Oh, rats. Where was that? Oh, I haven't been in there. What was this place? Oh, okay. Oh, there she is. Well, Madigan, sir, what can I do for ye? Have you heard of a Brogata fin? I was told it bleeds ink from its gills. She blinks and nods. Aye, that fish. That fish is a strange one, it is. Not many have heard of it, unless want to eat it. Difficult to kill, and even in death, it still seems to live. Not many want to latch their teeth around something that still writhes. Do you have one?
Updated my journal.
Aye, but the ink, you'll need something to carry it in. Have ye a bowl or cup, perchance? Or a tankard. Maybe one of the merchants is selling one. Farewell. Ugh, alright. Who would sell that? Hive labor.
I'm gone.
Wasn't there like the woman that was selling the pots and stuff? Oh, what about this one? This grim-looking woman spares you only a brief glance before returning to her rant on top of the stage. She has a powerful voice that carries across the marketplace, even cutting through the noise made by the merchants and surrounding foot traffic. Okay, not her. Who's this guy? You see a thin, yellow-skinned humanoid covered with a variety of dazzling tattoos. His eyebrows have been accented with black charcoal lines, and his teeth are filed to points. He sees you and waves you over, rattling his dice in hand. Okay. He is about to speak when his eyes, shining in black like orbs of jet, fall upon Dakon. The two of them stare silently at one another for a moment before the tattooed Githzerli's gaze returns to you. His voice is low and raspy. Gauha greets you. You have come to play a game, yes? No, not really. No. Gauha's smile fades in an instant. He shakes his head. No interest in questions have I. Only the game. The turning of the die. The glint of coin won or lost, yes? He shakes the bone dice in his palm. You have no interest in these things? Not at the moment.
I'm gone.
Kind of busy. Which merchant is going to sell the things I need? Maybe just some random person. Back for more. Okay, what do you got? Huh. Tankard. What is this? Whispering Motes. Form of healing powder. Oh, okay. This is only for Dakon there.
Done.
Okay, how about you? Okay, what are you selling? Plates. Ah, yes. Plates, cups, jugs, tankards, cutlery, and the like, sir. All of quality, sir. Please look over. Alright. I need something to hold ink in. Do you have a tankard or goblet for sale? She nods. Oh, yes, many kinds. They range in price from a few coppers to several hundred. Actually, I'm looking for the cheapest one you have. She raises an eyebrow. She reaches into a crate at her side and throws a battered-looking tankard at you. It's covered in dents, and its handle looks like it's about to fall off. This one looks like it was used on someone's skull. She smiles slightly. It'll do, thanks.
Updated my journal.
Nice, I didn't even have to buy that. Alright, ink time. Brought a tankard. Can I get some ink from the fish? She nods and plucks a fish from her pole. It twitches as she grabs it, then starts lashing about as she begins to twist it like a rag. She wrings it until the bluish-black ichor begins to trickle from the fish's gills. When your tankard is almost full, she relaxes her grip and throws the twitching fish into a sack at her side. Thank you and farewell.
Updated my journal.
All right. Here we go. Hopefully for the last time.
All right. Done.
Okay. Come on, guys. Where's the exit? There we go. This way. Alright.
I'm gone.
Okie dokie. Alright. Mebeth is tugging at the mass of greenish lime starched rags you brought from Giskrol. She seems to be purposely fraying the edges, as if to peel them apart somehow. When she hears you approach, she turns. Aye, child. Well, here's the ink you wanted. 1,000 experience. Mebeth takes the tankard of ink from you, then sniffs it. Prime ink. Fresh it is, aye. She nods at you. You've done well, child, all I've asked. Now I ask you again, after all you've seen, do you still want to learn the art? Yes, after all, the guiding goal of your errands was to test my persistence, was it not? Mebeth smiles, then nods. Yes, mayhap, child, mayhap. And that's not all. You knew who I had to see to accomplish each errand, didn't you? Mebeth nods again, slower this time. Mayhap, child, mayhap. If and so, what did your senses tell ye about them? Mourns for a tree showed me that my beliefs affect the world around me. Giskorl taught me that ritual is a wasted effort if the purpose of the ritual is ignored. Miriam taught me that no matter how much I think I know, there is still much I can learn from another's eyes. Mebeth is silent for a moment. Then she walks slowly over to you and touches you on the cheek. Oh, child, she sighs. You will be a master sorcerer one day, you will. You have the knowing of it. Yet, you've come to old Mebeth for help, you have. What could a midwife teach such a one? Much, Mebeth. I want to learn all you have to teach. Yay, 2,000. Whoa. What did I just drop? So, you will walk the path then, Mebeth pauses. Well, first things firstly. Just having the knack for the art isn't enough. You need some means of giving it focus, usually spells. The spells are usually in a book. So the art demands you have a spell book, or it's like afore ye can cast spells. Can you read? Yeah, of course we can read. Then let's test it. Can you read this? Mebeth draws forth a small, tattered card. It looks like a recipe. Examine it. The writing on the recipe swims before your eyes, each symbol twisting out of focus whenever you try to read it. Almost instinctively, you relax your eyes, allowing them to take in the page all at once, and the symbols suddenly bleed together. The recipe lists measurements, ingredients. It appears to be some minor divination. This is a minor divination, isn't it? It looks like it's a spell that allows the user to see the nature of an item, to see whether it's enchanted or not. Oh, like an identify spell? Mebith's eyes widen. Who are ye to test old Mebith so? Are ye some fiend? No. Well, not to my knowledge. What's wrong?
Updated my journal.
Well, not expecting it, was I. She nods at the recipe, then plucks it out of your hand. What you see, it's written in the language of the art. If you're not a mageling yet, it should be all a swirl-a-jumble of mishmash. She snaps her fingers. Yet, clear as crystal, ye pluck the sense of it right up. Mayhap ye tell old Mebith why that is. I don't really know. I just knew what it said. Or I think I may have known once, but forgot. Seeing the symbols just jarred my memory. Let's go with the second answer here. Or else a natural gift you may have. No matter. You've just shaved seasons off of your learning you have. Mebith harumps. And I'd be looking for someone to handle the chores around here I had. If you need help with anything around here, you can still ask. It's the least I can do in exchange for you teaching me. No, don't worry yourself about that, she frowns. Well, you can read spells well enough, but spells are no good to you without a book to put them in. Do you have one? Mebith glances around the hut, and then she catches sight of the black barbed picture frame you made. She picks it up carefully and studies it. This'll do. That thing? It's just a frame. Ah, but so are ye, child. She holds the frame. She picks up one of the starched rags you got from Giscroll. With a yank, she pulls off the greenish starched surface film. It flutters in the air like a wispy bit of cloth. Whatever Griscoll uses in the wash, it works better than curing, stretching and stoning does on a normal rag. Can't afford parchment. I can't. Parchment? She takes the starchy film and pulls it over the black barbed frame, latching the rag's edges onto the hooks around the frame until it looks like a small, greenish-black painter's canvas. It's missing something. Well, it needs something painted on it. She nods. Aye, or written on it. She takes the tankard of ink you've given her and sets it down next to her. She dips one of her fingernails into the tankard, then draws it out, mumbling to herself. She begins to scratch symbols onto the frame one by one, still mumbling to herself. Wait. All's done. Mebith stands drying her ink-stained fingernail on her robe. She tilts her head, regarding the strange framed page in front of her. A page for your spellbook it is. She indicates you should pick it up. Well, take it. Inside your spellbook are your recipes, your spells, if you will. As long as they sit in the book, though, they're just words. She taps her head. The art demands you pluck the magic out of the book and put them in your attic, your head, before you can tap their power. Go on. You put them in your attic by studying them, memorizing them. You usually need to rest first before you can do this, though. Any questions? No. Oh, no questions, eh? Well, now you should have questions. You know alls about how to memorize spells, do you? You're a sharp one. But you sure don't need any more of Mebith's words all a gobbling up your precious time. You're a master sorcerer already. Oh. Forgive me, Mebith. I meant no questions on what you said. Please explain how to memorize spells. Huh. Alright. Here's the dark of how you memorize the spells. Pick the spells you want to stick in your head with your spell book before you go to sleep. When you wake in the morning, they'll be buzzing in your head like flies ready to be let out. How many can I cast? You can cast only one. Mayhap 2 spells before needing to rest again. As a tiny, flittering mageling, there isn't much room in your attic, so use your spells wisely until you get wiser in the art. As your power increases, you'll get more room in your attic for spells. Alright, go on. You can only cast spells you've memorized, so if you want to use the art to say, mend something twice, you need to memorize the spell how many times? Twice? Aye, twice, right enough. How can I get more?
Updated my journal.
Mebeth shrugs. Keep your eyes and ears out for learning. Even common folk might have some minor magics to teach. There's also scrolls, recipes, books, and even some stranger items that have spells inscribed on them. If he finds one, just examine it close and copy it to your book if you want it. Got it. I can also show you more spells if you return, especially when you have a little more on the plains in ye. Okay, I'd appreciate it. Before you go, child, you need some magics for you to use whet your appetite. Mammoth rummages in her robe, then pulls forth 3 small recipes, which she passes to you. You should copy these into your book, so they can go into your attic as soon as possible.
I couldn't carry any more, so I had to drop it.
Whoa. Wait, there's more. Mammoth fishes a tiny bundle of black cloth from her apron and unrolls it, protruding a pair of amber earrings. These will protect you on your travels, child. I no longer wear them myself, so go ahead and take them.
I couldn't carry any more, so I had to drop it.
Oh man, there's going to be a pile of stuff on the floor. Alright, child, don't tarry here any longer. One such as ye has other ways to spend one's time rather than hanging around old Mebeth. Come on, Mebeth, you're not old. You flatterer. Your tongue is so lined with silvered, I'd shame a bat to zoo. Get ye hints. Thanks for everything. Pah, you can thank me by not playing the addle cove with what you've learned. The art's damned many a fool who sought to bend it in ways the art weren't meant to bend. Now get along with ye.
I feel stronger.
Ooh, level up. Okay, no. Ooh, it says I'm a mage. Mage level 1. Okay. Level up. Ouch. No hit points? Spell memorization. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. Alright, so what do I got in my pile here? Alright, let's... You can carry... do I still need that? Dirty rat charm. Actually, I wonder if you can... Oh, I can't even... Oh, that's right. I can't use the weapons anymore. That's funny. Never would have guessed that you could put that thing in your hand. I can use a knife. Or a dagger. 1 to 6. Okay, dagger. Definitely better. Charcoal charm. Alright, what's on the ground here? Okay, we picked everything up. Recipe identify, blood bridge, chromatic orb, amber earrings. Okay. Ah, okay. Lowered my armor class. Let's give the enchanted battle axe to our friend here. And he can't use it either. boy, he's getting filled up. Can't use the pry bar anymore. Let's see if we can memorize some of these spells. Yep, copy it.
It's in my spell book.
Great. Identify.
It's in my spell book.
Good. Let's see, Blood Bridge, what do you do? Spell allows the caster to share a portion of life with others. Well.
It's in my spell book.
Okay. Spell book. I guess we're gonna be up in... Wait, how does this work? Ooh. Okay. I think we're definitely going Chromatic Orb here. So I get 4... That's a level 2 spell. Whoop. Okay, so that's how you undo it. I don't think I'm going to need Identify. Alright. Awesome. Well, it looks like we took an entire episode to do that. Next time, I think we're going to go back to the catacombs? I mean, unless I can find another companion to take with me. There might be... there's the Office of Vermin. I haven't checked that out, so we might go there. We shall see. I mean, I kind of want to get back to combat again. We've been, running around here for quite a while now. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.